Welcome to the third episode of the James Bond Experience here on World Class Bullshitters. Now tonight we've hit a milestone, the gold standard, if you'll excuse the shitty pun. We're at Goldfinger, the third James Bond adventure. Many consider it the greatest film of the series. Many consider it one of the greatest films of all time. I will tell you why I disagree with that, but I think it's a damn good film. But before we get into that, I'm with the last standing Samoan Nick Utam.
Goldfinger. That's my shitty pun of the night, and thank you. Up here all week.
And Kendo Slice.
I like my women shaken, not stirred.
So does
I
Joel.
take babies that way too.
So you like them? You like them slightly Disney disoriented? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so they can't make decisions. So obviously you guys have both seen this film, so I don't even have to ask that stupid
No, I
question.
I haven't. What is it about?
It is a movie about a robot from the future who happens to have a gold finger, and he travels through the galaxy bringing love and peace with said gold finger.
And a Chinese midget.
This ain't Temple of Doom.
That sounds really sweet, Jeff. I wanted to watch that movie really, really badly, but then you just took my hopes away.
It's called Mac and Me, and it's...
Oh my God. That damn movie, Jesus.
So to say this is the biggest James Bond movie is not an understatement whatsoever. This is the one that I started out with. This is the one that really took the James Bond series from just two basic movies to a global phenomenon. After you had this movie, you had the merchandise come out, and Bond Mania took place. So in the 60s it was the Beatles, it was James Bond, and later it was Batman. So those were the three Bs of the 1960s in terms of entertainment. And there are three things that have stood the test of time. We still talk about Adam West Batman, people still listen to the Beatles, and it's 2017 and we're still watching James Bond movies. Fuck, we're getting ready to talk about the 25th one that'll be out by the time this journey's over. So James Bond hasn't gone away, and it's this movie right here that has made all of that possible. So I guess I should be thankful for it. But I just think they've made better films. Yeah, it's got the gadgets and the girls and the Aston Martin and all that shit, but there's bigger Bonds and there's better Bonds, and I'll get into that more. What do you guys think of this movie before we get into it? Nick?
I remember watching it years ago, like on TBS when they had their like Thanksgiving kind of holiday thing going on, and I was really surprised. I was like, "Holy shit!" This they're going to is in Kentucky. That's not far from me. This is really weird to think. Like as a kid, I was like, "That's not real far." This could all happen when I was a kid. Then I realized it was like the 60s, and that wasn't even a fucking afterthought yet.
It's like, shit, I can't go back in time 40 years.
Yeah, I know.
But I can dream. Kendo, what are your thoughts on this film?
It's good. I really liked it. I think that's what... It was the third one I saw, because after I saw GoldenEye, I wanted to watch them all from the beginning to the end, and I couldn't find Dr. No. And like I told you guys last time, the second one I watched was From Russia with Love, and then this one came rolling down the pipe, and I remember watching it and was like, man, this is just fucking great. I gotta watch more of these.
Yeah, this is definitely the one to start out with if you're... Well, okay. I guess, even though I'm still in my 20s, I consider this, like, if you're like 22 and younger, there's this huge age gap where you have no attention span. So if you have to show someone of that age a James Bond film, I guess start them out with Casino Royale or something that's at least more modern. Because the whole time they'll bitch about the hairstyles and the suits and all this other crap, and I don't know. I don't think James
Bond
is for stupid people.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they deserve it. So
you're like,
it's violence I condone. But if you really want to get someone into the James Bond series, this is like the perfect one to start at. It's early enough to where it still feels fresh, and I don't know. They hit all the beats right. I hate to use this phrase because it's used by screen junkies all the time, but it's iconic. This is the most iconic James Bond film. It's, like I said earlier, pun intended, it's the gold standard. So is there anything else you guys want to say about it before we start the film?
No.
All right. So, folks, what you can do is you can queue up your DVD, your Blu-ray, your Laserdisc, or your VHS, and you can get your timestamp set to 0 and press play right... No, goddammit, no! Oh, there's the lion. I'm just leaving the sound in so you guys have an idea of where it is. There we go. And here comes the 15-second marker now. God, this is one of my favorite gun barrels in terms of just music.
I love
like
the
how
old
the-
'60s version of the Bond theme so much.
Oh, with the twangy guitar
Yeah.
by Vic Flick.
Yeah.
It's the best. I have this musical cue on my phone. I have I have the Goldfinger soundtrack. I fucking listened to part of it because after the second half of it, it's just the same 4 notes repeated over and over.
Gotcha.
So this cold opening's sweet because it has nothing to do with the rest of the film. This is the first Bond film to have a cold opening like this, where it's just like, hey, this is another mission James Bond is on. There's your sped up motion.
Yeah, I know. Always love that every time. Wait a second. That wasn't right.
Watch him kick this dude in the face. It's brutal. Boom!
Jeez.
Yeah! Like, James Bond does not know how to pull a punch or a kick. This may be Connery at his best.
The third not from the right.
I should say more stuff because I'm just kind of look at that set design. Even for something that's on screen for 20 seconds, this opium plant or whatever. Yeah, opium. That's
Oh yeah. It is opium. Yeah, they're making like what is it, heroin or something?
Yeah.
There's this giant turd of C4.
Yeah. Hey, you got to stop it.
Yeah. And then his backpack of just like explosives. Good God.
There's that Rolex. I was pissed. I saw a Rolex commercial today that talked about Rolexes in film, and they didn't show James Bond.
How do you not do that?
He was like the first movie hero. I mean, yeah, there's other ones, but he's the first like long-term movie hero, and he wore a Rolex for the first almost 10 years, first 11 years, from 62 to 73. Bond was wearing a Rolex. God, look at that.
Oh, okay. Hold on. This reminds me of True Lies. This is where they copied it from.
Yeah.
Because he's wearing the dry suit and then he takes it off and it's like a tuxedo. Makes sense now.
You know, it's funny. For as much as I love Bond movies, I don't like True Lies that much.
It's really hokey. It's basically more about him worried, about his wife than like about the mission or any bullshit like that.
Yeah, spy movies with a family involved don't really interest me. I want cold-hearted killing and fucking.
No, same here. Kind of like Mr. and Mrs. Smith was like, yeah, that's okay, but I don't care.
It broke up Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston's marriage, though.
Good for us.
Well, they weren't meant to be together in the first place.
Right.
This white tuxedo jacket is the fucking... Dion wore an outfit just like this to his mom's memorial ceremony at Michigan State. But he had a black shirt with a black tie. I said, dude, you need to get yourself a white shirt and a black bow tie, and you were James Bond for Halloween. And he got really excited because he didn't even put 2 and 2 together that he was dressed like James Bond.
Jeez.
And I'd be lying if I wasn't a little jealous that I didn't have something comparably cool to wear. Like, fuck. I'm wearing a polo and, like, a pair of shorts. I look like I'm going on a golf outing. And he's dressed like James Bond. I'm the lazy party.
I'd be lying if I didn't say I wish I could into my fucking house and there'd be a chick in a bathtub.
I got college stories to tell you.
How are you going to look in her eye and see somebody behind you? Like you're that good at what you do? Come on.
He's James Bond. Don't question shit.
Well, that would be in today's world. Letting that woman take a clubbing for him.
Now, in the next Bond movie, Thunderball, they do everything. They amp everything up, but this one is smaller and works.
This fight scene is violent as shit, dude.
Yeah, that stuntman.
Yeah, break his ankle, make him tap out.
Ken, remember how I was talking about the stuntman at the end of the Superman commentary? That's the guy I was talking
about.
Oh,
dude, hold on. Here it is.
Shit, get a toaster or a radio. There you go.
God, that is so cool. I love how he kills people, doesn't even bat an eyelash. In my fucking way.
Well, he's got a license to do so.
Shocking.
Like driving a car. I got a license to drive a car. I get in, I start the ignition, I don't think nothing of it. He blows some dudes away or shocks the shit out of him in the bathtub. Whatever. Just another day of being Bond.
What a great title.
Goldfinger.
This lady is still alive and can still sing this well. Shirley Bassey. She is alive and kicking.
Oh,
I think she's actually still in good shape. Let me see if there's a picture of her.
Naked?
I don't really want to see an old black lady naked.
God.
But black don't crack.
Well, I think in her case it hasn't really. I'm not saying I'm not going to take it as far as you, but for being as old as she still is holding up.
Pushing galore.
Get Froba. That guy doesn't speak English.
Sounds like a fucking crowd.
I think he is.
No, he really is.
Son of a bitch.
Cease Linder, my favorite Felix. No, he's not my favorite Felix Leiter.
Yeah.
That goes to Jeffrey. That's the one thing Casino Royale did right. Best Felix Leiter. Don't even care if he's black. That dude is awesome. Yeah.
Dude, Jeffrey Wright's underrated. I've always said that, man.
He's a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into the film proper, I wanted to tell you this, Nick, on air. You know those loot boxes? Loot crate boxes?
Yeah.
They got a James Bond one out.
Oh, no.
And I just ordered it today.
Oh, my God. Any idea what's in it? Or is it just like, there's here, you're going to get it, you don't know what's in it?
I do know what's in it. It's a Spectre t-shirt, a 007 travel mug, a set of cufflinks, a golden Aston Martin DB5 keychain, poster-sized pin, something else, and something else. It's put it like this: it won't get here till the 24th of December. But God damn it, I'm not even gonna open this shit. Like I'm gonna look at it once, and I'm gonna put the whole box in my closet to save it.
Nice.
I am a James Bond.
Oh shit! Hey, look! They're showing a scene from
For Russia with Love.
Russia with Love, yeah.
Wrong movie, asshole! Like we wouldn't fucking notice. So here's a weird story. When I was a kid, when you'd buy these James Bond movies on tape, you'd get this little insert that was like a fold-out poster that would tell you every James Bond movie that was available on tape. And they had the box art for the Mount the Golden Gun. And I honestly thought, before I saw it, I thought Goldfinger was going to come back because he has a golden gun in this movie. I was like, oh my god, Goldfinger survived the plane crash. Holy shit. So then I watched the movie and it's completely different.
Oh, spoilers! Jeez!
The movie's 54 years old at this point. Well, that's been Kendo Slice, everyone. Oh yeah, by the way, this Guy Hamilton, almost directed Superman, but he had to get fired because of tax reasons. He wasn't allowed to work in England. He was a tax exile. So
a tax exile, jeez.
In came Richard Donner. Miami, my favorite
lovely Miami
city. Yeah, my favorite city in the world.
Yeah, we were there about a year ago.
Oh shit!
Oh, and Gert Frobe is not German. He was German. His crowd ass is dead, thank God. One less fucking crowd.
Yeah. This look on Blu-ray. This looks spectacular. Like the film quality looks like you're there today.
Yeah, I'm watching the DVD, so I don't know.
well, Nick,
we've been transported back to 1964 Miami.
Which doesn't
no cocaine yet.
Yeah. I'm sure it's there, but not as prevalent as it's going to be.
Hey,
there's Felix.
That's color correction. Don't worry about it, man.
Those chicks were hot. You can tell the girls that want to be in a movie because they like look and smile. It's like, oh, hey, movie.
Exactly.
If this movie was made in 2017, those women would be at Horror Hound trying to sell you an autograph for $30.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all, dude.
That busty blonde lady was the golden girl in the credit sequence.
Ooh.
Her name's Margaret Nolan, dude. And she's tied for the best rack in the James Bond franchise.
You are not wrong, sir. I noticed.
It's a three-way tie between her, Plenty O'Toole, and Vesper from Casino Royale. All beautiful racks.
Your green screen scenes are so odd.
Yeah, because Sean Connery didn't come to America to make this movie.
Is he wearing a romper? Is that what he's wearing right now?
Yeah, it gets weirder. Yep. This is the worst thing James Bond has ever worn, including the mustard brown pants and shit like that.
Mustard brown pants.
If this was just like a terry cloth robe or something, like with the collar popped, he looked kind of cool. Now he looks like your dad.
And now it looks like a weird scientist.
I feel like Brian Leif wears those.
Oh my god, be glad you're not watching this on Blu-ray. That stunt double for Goldfinger looks nothing like Goldfinger. Holy shit, I was like, where's Goldfinger? Oh, stunt double! Because this is all shot at Pinewood Studios.
This, I don't know, it looks, oh wait, it might be, holy shit.
Oh, it is because Gert Frobe and Sean Connery didn't come to America to make this movie at all.
Yeah.
They sent other people. So, like, there you go, green screen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can see the green screen.
No,
anytime when they're
you
showing
can you can blatantly see it.
It would be nice if they would go
Yeah.
back and recomposite this.
They could do that. I mean, that's entirely possible.
'Cause, I mean, these movies are great the way they are, but I wouldn't mind, fixing that. Because it does date these movies. The cool thing about these ones, though, is that this style, like guy's haircut and clothing and shit, has come full circle, so these don't seem as dated anymore. I'm not saying they feel new, but they definitely, like, people dress like this again.
True.
Except that gay fucking jumper. You're wearing short shorts made of towel. Like, fuck you, Bond.
A romper. A romper. We should get rompers. We want to be like Bond. We should get rompers.
I don't have the legs for it yet. I stress yet.
I'll get a romper. Walk up to a chick and be like, hey, you want to go for a romp in my romper?
She'll just look at you
And I
and
get
walk. She might not even look at you, Dude, don't do that, because in 20 years after we've made like 40 movies and we're trillionaires, they'll be like, yeah, Kendo Slice sexually assaulted me in 2017. He was wearing a romper and he wanted to go for a romp with me? Like, bitch, I didn't touch you.
That bitch is lying.
That's a nice butt.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
God, look at this chick's forehead. She's got Triple H forehead.
It's true, she does. I think this woman's still alive, and I think she lives in Tennessee.
Oh, Shirley Eaton?
Yeah.
Look
If you
her
ever
up.
bump into her, get me her autograph.
Yeah, because I've had some friends who saw her in like Sevierville and stuff, and she may live in like Middle Tennessee or something.
What a weird place for like a British actress to end up.
Yeah, that's true.
She was quite a looker, though.
Yep.
I like how she's spying on the hands, and this guy's playing this card game with Goldfinger. He's clearly wearing some kind of like listening device and like clicking on this thing, and the other guy like pays no mind to it, like, meh.
Well, the other guy. Well, yeah. The guy thinks it's a hearing aid, so it's he doesn't think about it.
All the women from the first couple Bond movies except Pussy Galore, were really fine.
There
I
you
looked
go.
up I looked up some of these women. I mean, obviously I know what they look like, but the photos they have on Google, they look great. Once we get to Thunderball, you'll see my favorite Bond girl.
Nice.
Well, Shirley Eaton hasn't acted since 1969.
Jeez.
That's extortion, Bond.
I love how he looks right down her shirt. God. James Bond and I are like brothers.
I'd do that.
Gin.
No, he's just not a cucky dude.
This old guy is fucking dead. It's just weird to watch these movies like, they're dead, they're dead.
Well, it's kind of like the laughter you hear in sitcoms. Those people have been dead. They've been dead for 50 years. So what does it matter?
They've been dead longer than I've been alive.
Yep.
I'd love to see an outtake of this scene where James Bond goes to lift her chair up, but can't because it's locked in place. So he's just like,
I want to see all the outtakes. I would love to see outtakes from these movies, from the beginning, because I think that would be hilarious.
She looks like she got a mustache.
Oh, she doesn't.
No, there's like a black, like a porno stash line across her lip.
Well, don't ruin it for me.
Maybe
I'm trying to look up her shirt.
Maybe she was transitioning.
There's a tranny in a James Bond movie, so when we get to For Your Eyes Only, I'll point her out. Her name's Tula.
That's
Is
hilarious.
she an Asian tranny?
She's brown.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Joel's interested.
Yeah. She looks well fucked.
This is a critically bad time. I'm trying to fuck her again.
Yeah, I'm still hard.
I like how her hair's all messed up, yet his is perfectly in place.
Because it's fake.
Yeah, yeah.
I never noticed this as a kid that Bond had fake hair. It doesn't
There you
bother
go.
me. He's still the coolest dude on film. Well, is Sean Connery in his prime cooler than Harrison Ford in his prime?
Yes.
I'm only going to say they're tied because at least Harrison Ford had 2 iconic roles. Connery's had many great roles, but none have compared to James Bond. Like, what's his name?
I don't know, he was really cool The Longest Day.
In the what?
The Longest Day, which had Gert Fromm in it, too. Froob. It had a very big ensemble cast. It was pretty much a 4-hour-long
I love
movie
this guy's using his hand just to... Out.
There was a box of hamburgers in that fridge.
A box?
Yeah, it said 4 hamburgers on it. I've never noticed that until right now. Those are probably bottles of Coca-Cola and beer. Yeah,
I see Miller High Life and Coca-Cola, yeah.
I do love watching old shit and trying to look at the food labels.
Let's see, is it the burger thing still there? I don't know.
No, continuity error, unless Oddjob ate them.
Well, he has
I'm going to go with Oddjob ate them.
Oddjob made those motherfucking burgers.
He got hungry painting this bitch gold, so I mean, he got to do something.
You know what? That would entirely make sense. It's not a continuity error. It's passage of time.
Oh, she did.
Didn't this woman almost die from this?
No, that's a rumor. She never died from it, or never anything.
No, I didn't say died, but oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like an urban legend. It never really happened. She never had any sort of reaction to it.
Health risks.
Mm.
This is a sweet visual.
It is because it shows how psychotic the villain is. It's like this is how fucked up he is. This is what he's willing to do to fuck with you.
They tried to ape this in Quantum of Solace, where they dipped the girl in the oil, but
it did. No, dude. Yeah, because I saw it. I was like, that doesn't. That doesn't go. That's not the same thing.
You think Bond tried to go in one more time while she was painted gold?
I mean, I don't know.
I was gonna say what I would do is I'd call one of those gold buyer hotlines and be like, "Yeah, I got this 100 and something pounds of gold. I need a box. Will you buy that?" And then try to sell them to her. Like, here you go.
Solid gold woman.
Like, yeah. How much will I get for that? Scrap it.
Oh, jeez.
Good old M. Miles Messervy.
I loved him as M.
Yep, he died playing the role. He didn't quit.
They're all dead.
Same thing with Desmond Llewellyn. He died right before The World Is Not Enough came out.
Yeah.
He's in the movie, but they'd already wrapped.
Yep.
Yeah, my dad made a joke about that. He sent me he's like, "Hey, did you see the guy that played M died?" I'm like, "Yeah, I saw that on the news." He goes, "Do you think Bond whacked him so he didn't spread any secrets when he retired?" It's like, it's very possible. Old Dez is rolling out of the studios. He's going on his retirement. Pierce Brosnan just shows up and be like, "For Her Majesty." Pow!
Now pay attention, 007. I love Q.
He fucked with those gadgets just one too many times.
You think he would have seen it coming?
Not this time. Not this time. Oh, Moneypenny and her pointy bra.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that picture I sent you?
Yeah.
I hate to say it, if I was Bond, I'd be banging Moneypenny all the time and then going off and doing what I have to do. I'd be the worst.
She wants it.
I'd probably end up marrying her, and then when I'm out, I would just do whatever I had to do, and then come back and be plowing her.
And if she gives you any shit about it, just be like, "I was doing it for Queen and Country."
Yeah, you know what it's like. I'm a civil servant underneath it all.
Don't judge me, woman.
Yeah, I'm on Her Majesty's Secret Service, and whatever is required for me to do, I got to do it. And if it's this chick, I have to do it for the country. The security of Britain is at risk if I don't fuck this broad.
Bond looks so bored.
He does. He's playing with his food and everything. He's like, "Man, why am I here?" I love how they're using a really cheap dolly and it's like rocking back and forward.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, like it's rocking ever so slightly as they pull it all the way back.
Can we mimic this shot for our movie, Nick? Because that was a cool shot. But
Oh
do
yeah,
it,
dude, that's
steadily.
easy as hell to do. Easy as hell to do. All we need is a big dining room or a good sized
All right,
dining
cool.
room.
God, look
I-
at
dining
that
room
old
with
guy
those-
serving them. Look at his ears.
Yeah.
He didn't cut the cigar.
They're gonna start.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He pretended to real well, but he missed. But even then, there are two ways to cut the cigar: either you punch it or you cut it.
Oh, dos of bombois. I have no clue what that means. We should get Brandy for, I don't know, this coming WrestleMania trip.
I'm down with that.
It could be a. We'll get some Carvassier.
Ooh, I remember that song, Pass the Cavassier.
Oh, dude, I remember that one too.
After this commentary is over, that's the first thing I'm doing. It's funny, for as iconic as this movie is, there's really not much to talk about during this part.
Well,
I mean,
because
it
it's
is
a bunch
the
of old,
setup
it's a
for
bunch of old dudes talking. It's like, yeah, we get it. Thanks.
I mean, it sets
We
up.
dressed
I
in
guess it's
tuxedo.
it's exposition, but that's about it. Doesn't make it boring. It just makes me want to listen more than talk. So I have to come up with something. Oh yeah, there's a Goldfinger action figure coming out. It looks like shit.
Oh, that's horrible. It's
It's
not being done by Hot Toys.
No, it's this company out of the UK called Big Chief Studios got the license, and they have a 3-figure set. It's Bond, Goldfinger, and Oddjob. I'm not rushing to buy it because I don't like the outfit on James Bond. It's that gray suit from the end of the movie.
Oh, okay.
If it was James Bond in the black tuxedo, I'd be there in a heartbeat.
Wait, that's Nazi gold?
Yeah, from a smelt or whatever. I don't know what the line is. I don't have the subtitles on for some reason. I should change that. Oh, Q Branch, here we go. The first appearance of Q Branch. Because remember, in the other two movies, he just shows up at the office.
Yeah, he just shows up and gives him his stuff, and it's like, yep, there you go. Don't fuck it up.
Oh, behave, 007.
That guy looks like a French resistance fighter right there.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe he is. Maybe
It's not perfected
Hasn't
yet. How's
gone
it not
back.
perfected yet? The guy's alive.
His balls are bleeding? I don't know.
I'm bleeding from a nutsack.
God, that is the most beautiful car ever. I would kill both of you to own that.
I wouldn't blame you one bit.
The cool thing is, I think I'd actually fit in the fucking car because Sean Connery's like 6'2".
Gotcha.
And if you watch the movie, he's actually in the car, not like his head isn't touching the roof. So I can't do a DeLorean, but Aston Martins are looking like
Dude, I can't do a DeLorean either. I've been in a real one once, and it was still like small. It's like, Jesus Christ, this is horrible. How does anybody drive in this thing?
Well, Marty McFly was 5 feet tall, so
That's true.
I have like
Cute.
30 Hot Wheels with this car.
You had a hard time getting in there for a second.
He was born an old man. Fast, rich start. What does that even mean? I'll tell you this: when I'm established, what I want to do is essentially get the shell of this car and have the interior modernized, and then the engine and all that shit like souped up, but gas efficient. Because
Well,
I would want to drive this every day.
This is the way to do it. You pretty much would get like something called a car kit, or the exterior is different from the interior. That's pretty much what you'd want. You'd get like a fiberglass shell of this, and just have the inside be whatever you want.
I'm gonna do it.
It would be. I mean, it'd be quite a bit of money, but I mean, you'd get exactly what you want then.
A real one's $250,000. So
Yeah. So then, you would probably spend a good amount on that custom one, but I mean, it'd be everything you'd want. So.
I'll get a Corvette and turn a Corvette into an Aston Martin DB5. They have a version of it that came out in America where the steering wheel's on the left-hand side, like our cars. I think it's called like a Vantage Edition.
Okay.
Oh, the ejector seat. So many iconic lines of dialogue from this
right. Yeah, right
movie.
there, right there. The objector seat. You're joking. I never joke about my work at +7.
Who the fuck dressed Goldfinger?
A blind woman.
His mother.
He looks like a newsie from the 1920s.
A real fat old newsie who never got out of
Yeah. Hey, Christian Bale, I know you, kid.
Wow. Wow. That's a hell of a reference.
Hey, we are world-class bullshitters.
Jesus. If anybody gets that, 2 points to them.
Gold Futures 19... See, that's the beauty of Blu-ray. I can read all this shit. Worth a stroke, a hole. What? Old advertisements were so bizarre.
Oh, worth a stroke a hole means like each hole you get it in like one less shot.
Can they promise me that with their balls, with their Dunlops?
I don't know. I know golf ball technology has changed a whole lot in the last 53 years.
God, I hope so.
Like the golf balls now,
stupid hat.
Fucking hit those for miles.
Well, he had
It's a golfer hat.
He had it in the first movie, right?
He wears a hat in all the... Well, he doesn't wear a hat in Thunderball, but he wears some hat. I always think the hats look ridiculous.
Well, at least I'm wearing it with the suit. I remember he brought it in with the suit one time, but at least he's not wearing it with the suit. Because then he looks ridiculous.
Is Bond wearing like a Puma sweater? Look at his sweater. He's got like a... See if...
It could... Yeah, it could be. But
that's a Lazinger or Lazinger or something like that. It's like British Puma.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And like I said, that was extremely poor golf etiquette to drop that bar there where that guy's trying to putt.
Well, I also love that he, like in the dialogue here, he's telling him everything about it, like everything about it.
It's like me talking about these movies.
Yeah, it's insane.
I mean, I'm not as rapey as Goldfinger, but whatever. You guys ever play? You played GoldenEye. Did you ever play the no odd job rule?
No, what is that?
You can't choose odd job in multiplayer because he's short and hard to hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it's like no odd jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy's brother would always pick odd job and always want to play the man with the golden gun on like the fucking pyramid level. Because,
oh Jesus!
Oh god, I loved the science lab.
Oh, facility.
That way he could always That way he'd spawn close to just a golden gun.
Oh jeez,
fucking cheating little bastard.
Oh, I'd make it even harder. That's why Dan won't play this game with me. We played it with, it was called License to Kill mode, which was one-shot kill.
Yeah, I know that mode.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Dan, I'll admit, I looked at his screen, but then again, you can't help it. And I know the facility level so well, so I'm like, wait, Dan respawned in the bathroom. So I would wait in the bathroom, he would get down, pop him as soon as he opened the door. He would respawn in the one room, he would be looking for a gun, there wasn't one in that room, I'd pop him as he opened the door. It was like 25-1. He'll never play that game again with me.
Oh man, I love how Bond's caddy is like. I think is Bond's caddy like a part of MI6 or is he just like a caddy?
He's just some like poor old guy.
Yeah, because he's really like he really knows his shit. It's just like was he assigned to him by MI6 or is he just like a caddy?
He's just I love that guy though. Then we got him.
Yeah,
sir.
Yeah.
We. What the fuck are you involved with, Johnson? He's dead, though. He looks like a cheap Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He does.
Let's have some fun, Mr. Goldfinger, shall we? That line was on the original DVD release. When you would go through the menu screen and all this shit, it would say that line as soon as you hit play. So that shows you how many times I've watched the DVD.
Man, I feel like playing golf.
Never golfed.
God, I did it once in high school. It was funny because my friend was like, come and in some nice jeans and a polo, and I thought they meant an actual like polo, not just the style of shirt. And so I bought a polo from Polo and wore it there. It was weird.
I have like 13 polos. I wear them all the time. This year we went to WrestleMania. I wore nothing but t-shirts. Next year it's gonna be nothing but polos.
That's pretty much all I wear now, just for work.
If I had a job like yours, I'd have ample amount of clothing. I'd try to wear shorts in the winter, though.
Well, I mean, like you know, as long as you don't wear like anything obscene, it's fine. I just wear polos just to kind of like look professional and be like I'm at work kind of thing, just out of respect kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. Because randomly people do show up and they're there for business and things like that. So it's always nice to look good all the time. So
You think Gert Frobe ever got laid naturally?
I mean, probably. I mean, he was in a movie, so I assume it happened.
I was Goldfinger, yeah. And he got him. James Bond's always in it for the long game.
Throw your hat at him.
Cut his head off. That guy's so happy.
He is so happy. James Bond is just there to get his money.
Wouldn't you be?
Little
Oh, yeah.
servant.
This is how James Bond makes all of his fucking money. Like, I don't know how much 5,000 pounds was in 1964, money, and when you convert it to US dollars.
I mean, I assume it's double what the US was.
So, I mean, even $10,000 back then is a ton. Shit, 10 grand today is a lot of money. Like,
yeah.
To win in an afternoon? Shit, if I walked out of a casino once with 2 grand and I was excited. Like, I couldn't imagine 5 times that amount. I'd be ecstatic. He's definitely German. Look at that hat. Where's the fucking feather?
Dirty kraut.
So that guy who plays Oddjob, his name's Harold Sakata. He was a wrestler.
Really?
Yeah, he's Hawaiian. I believe. Boom. That Goldfinger figure I was telling you about comes with a severed head.
That's weird.
Yeah, well, Oddjob comes with the severed head. I guess, to reenact this. And that's a badass line. I own the club. Well, realizing that Goldfinger dies within a couple of days, do you think Bond ever goes back to the club and was just like, fuck that guy?
Probably.
I don't know if he cashed the check.
Oh, shit, I'd have cashed the check. I would have cashed the check before I went to fucking Switzerland.
Oh, that's fake. You can't do that to yourself.
You're not Oddjob. You don't know.
I do know those things are very hard, and they hurt.
You don't have that henchman strength, bro.
Yeah. You ain't a hench wench.
GPS before that was GPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie they recognized GPS as... Or the movie they recognized as being the first with GPS is Beverly Hills Cop, actually. Like modern-day GPS.
Oh, wow.
Because in this movie, it's just a tracking Homer, but in that movie, there's actually what we would consider GPS today. All the cars are equipped with it and all this shit. We're able to see where the cars are at all point. Oh, man, I bet it was so much fun on airplanes back then. You could smoke, you could drink, you could feel up the ladies. Oh.
You can still drink on flights.
Yeah, but you can't get touchy-feely with the stewardesses.
Oh, definitely not.
No, man. And plus, even now, I think they limit you on flights, right? You're only allowed 2 drinks or whatever.
That depends.
Like, ma'am, I am 6'5" and very large. I need at least 6 drinks.
No, what you do is, like I've told you before, you get those little $1 liquor bottle things, and you can put them in a plastic bag, because the fucking dickheads at the airport that confiscate your shit, if it's in a plastic bag and it's less than 100 milliliters, then they're not going to do anything about it, because I've gone on planes with like 12 of those things in a big old plastic bag.
Recently?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
one of the last times I flew to England, the flight to me lasted about an hour and a half.
Oh wow! Considering it's like an 8-hour flight.
Yeah. We were taxiing, drank one. Ascending, drank another one. Started to level out, drank another one. Dinner service came around, drank a couple more. Dinner, turned on some movie, drank a few more. Next thing you know, I woke up. I was like, oh shit.
I'm here.
I'm still kind of drunk, and I have to go through British customs. This will be fun.
I think this is the
Because
first
they
movie to
can
ever...
reject.
They what?
I said they can reject you from entering the country if you're intoxicated.
Oh.
Of course, I don't know what the fuck I'd do at that point. Be like, well, I'll just sit here till I sober up. Is that cool? But the guy let me in, and then I proceeded to go to the bar and drink some more.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a Wednesday morning.
Also, I love on this little road there are only these like posts here to save you.
Yeah.
You are fucked.
Yeah. Don't fuck around.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you hit those posts hard enough, you'd go straight through them.
Yeah, and he's standing right on the edge there. Right on the fucking edge.
Don't jump. You've got your whole life ahead of you.
Hold on. I've seen that gun before.
With that rifle?
Yeah.
She missed.
The rifle she's holding is from the previous movie. It's the butt rifle.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
the folding scope
gun.
one?
Yeah.
It might be the same prop.
It's the exact same gun.
James Bond does mention owning one, so...
But here's the thing, like, Q-Bench came up with that. Where did she get it? That's the other question.
Maybe they needed some extra money around the MI6, so they patented it and sold it.
Jeez.
So like I was saying, I think this is the first time a Mustang ever appeared in a movie, too, because I think the Mustang was new
Yeah,
in
had to be.
1964.
Had to be. So they paid serious money to get it in here then, and to transport it over the overseas and stuff.
I bet you Ford offered them the money to do it.
Probably, but I mean, still, like, yeah, I'm sure Ford paid everything just to have it in the movie. They wanted it in there that bad. But, you know.
This is fucking raw on James Bond's part. Boom! The tire wasn't enough. Let's just rip out the entire side of the car.
Yeah, no, like, both tires and the entire side of the car.
Fucking speed up. You know, for as frumpy as this woman looks, Tanya Mallet, there's, like, pictures of her normally, and she's pretty sexy.
So they had to make her look frumpy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's fucked. Mostly Firestone.
That joke works.
I know. It's a little dated, but it still holds up.
Hey, it's okay. So is this movie. Like, here she is normally. I sent it to the chat. I think she's good looking. She just looks so angry here. I mean, obviously her sister's dead, so...
Yeah. But she's out there. Yeah.
God, she looks better than Britt Eklund. You'll see who Britt Eklund is soon enough. It's cool how Europe embraces James Bond still. Like, in America, if something's like a couple years old, we don't talk about it, we just dispose of it. But in Europe, or in England, like, yep, James Bond's a national hero. They still, if you were in a Bond movie, they hold you up to his high regard. It's pretty cool. I wish we had something like that here in America. Because once the Avengers is over, people aren't going to care about Robert Downey Jr. anymore.
Well, it's just, we're used to things being fast and quick and, coming through and leaving and, that's the trends and stuff like that. Like, that's what we're used to.
Oh, man, go to Philadelphia. Like, the biggest sports icon of all time is Rocky.
Even though he's not even a real sports icon?
Oh, yeah. True. And he's not even, he's a fictional character, but he's like the biggest sports legend of all of Philadelphia.
Well, we have Sarah Jessica Parker from here in town, so...
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I will say this, though, side note, talking about hometown heroes. When we went to Miami for WrestleMania the first time, everybody was so excited for The Rock. It was really bizarre. Like, it was like a homecoming thing. Like, people would see us wearing the shirt, oh, The Rock, blah, 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 blah. Like, everyone was talking about it, and, like, they knew him. It was kind of cool.
When I went to high school, apparently one of the coach teachers we had was one of his like coach assistants, or worked on the Miami team when The Rock was there.
Ooh.
And he was good friends with him, and he's got some newspapers like signed by The Rock and things like that. So like we didn't know if it was real or not, and it just like we still don't know to this day.
It probably was legit. I don't think you could make something like that up, because you could just search the guy nowadays.
Yeah. But I forget his name. He was at Gallenberg Pippen High School. I forget his name for last name. He was kind of a douche anyway. So
they made a doll of this outfit, and I wanted to buy it as a kid, but I didn't have the money.
Why this outfit? That's so weird. You had like
because they already had made a tuxedo, and they already made the swimsuit from the next movie. So they're like, "Hey, Goldfinger sells."
I love like this explains Archer a lot too, because he's playing like the black turtleneck in this one. Well, not really turtleneck. It's like a long sleeve polo, but you probably make it the turtleneck. But yeah, so this is
the Bond movie that regular or not regular. That's not even a fucking word. That brought in the black sneaking outfit.
Yeah, and also he's wearing the same backpack from the beginning. Is what it looks like. I think he's got another bomb in there or something.
Yeah, maybe it's just standard issue.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
Even in the dumbest shit, he still looks cool.
What all the gold is in the fucking car?
Yeah, they were melting it down.
Well, okay.
That's how he smuggled it.
Well, here's the thing, though. That car probably weighed like 3 tons, and the engine would have to be ridiculous to like even move that.
Hey, if he got that kind of money, think of the money he'd make from the gold.
True, very true. Wasn't that also a premise for like a heist movie as well that came out recently?
Probably. We just recycle shit left and right.
Yeah.
In Cheech Jog Up in Smoke, they smuggle a van of weed that's made out of weed over the Mexican border.
It's a great movie.
Oh my god.
Yes, it is.
So, Kendo, remember how last commentary I kept talking about how I wanted to buy my Walther PPK toy?
Yeah.
I'm playing with it now.
Is it awesome?
It's good and bad, because it's smaller than the other one I bought, so I don't know if it's more accurate to the real gun or the older one. So I'm kind of nervous, because if the real gun's this size, I'm like, fuck, man, it's too small for my hands. But it does have a silencer on it, so that makes it pretty cool.
Nice.
I just got to paint the tip.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Just the tip.
Speaking of just the tip, it looks like Bond's about to give her more than she can handle in a second.
Yeah, dude, that's totally the gun from the previous movie. I'm calling it.
Oh, remember, they didn't have huge budgets. Damn it! That's primitive, but it works. You are a shitty shot, woman. How could you?
What a twist.
I think my biggest complaint with this movie is that Bond isn't really active for about half of the film. He's just an observer. Like, from here until the climax, he's in captivity.
Yeah, exactly.
And I always like when James Bond has agency and he's off doing shit. And this one, he's just kind of like surviving. I mean, it's always cool when he gets captured, and I feel like in Die Another Day they did it really well, and then the movie shits the bed uncontrollably. I just can't forgive that.
Uncontrollably shits the bed. That's a good one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not inaccurate. Oh, the oil slick. That 007 racing game I was talking about last time, I watched the Pierce Brosnan clips, and he used the smoke screen and the oil slick and shit.
Oh, God.
That's so cool. I know it's really illegal, but I'd love to have this in my car.
I mean, you could definitely use you could definitely have to like make a little thing for the tax or whatever.
Oh my god, you're getting chased by the cop. Bing, bing.
Well, because all you need is like a thing underneath the car. Then you need then you just need some sort of door to open those things with and have that spread out while you drive. As long as you have that, you're good. Oh,
This kid really
He killed those
sound
guys.
effects.
Why did it blow up? Why did that car explode? It didn't even explode on impact. It like went over a bump and whatever brand of car that is, I'm not buying one. That was the shittiest car. Like, I can understand in Dr. No why it blows up, because it goes down the mountain and they're in Jamaica.
I think it was a sob.
Jamaica, man.
You're making me crazy.
I was just about to say that, and I realized I have standards.
Well, I don't, so...
We get to see the pretty girl die here in a moment. So I have this book called The Secret World of James Bond, and it has those cutaway diagrams that explain all the gadgets in his car. Like, the reason he has that Luger pistol, or maybe it's a Walther P38. Can't see. It's not a PPK, though. Yeah, it tells why he has that gun in the book. It's pretty cool. Underneath the seat is a gun tray, and it's got that and other shit.
Cool.
If our channel was really
Jack killed the blonde.
Hey, he's Hawaiian.
He Pearl Harbored her. It was a surprise attack. She didn't see it coming.
I know when people say Pearl Harbor, you're supposed to think of the actual event. I think of Gorilla Monsoon in the WWF. That makes me a bad American. I don't care.
Come on, man. Hashtag never forget, bro.
God, look at those Chinese dudes' outfits.
They really wanted to really ram home that they're Asian. They're in these outfits.
Yeah, they have to look.
Yeah,
They have to look Asian. So this is what we're doing right now. Enjoy.
They were shouting in Cantonese according to the subtitles.
Oh, I know. I read
wow.
those too.
Oh, man. I'm just thinking about how this time next week I'm going to be getting drunk on Yingling.
Oh, is that what you're going to drink?
There's this old German woman just to put up the fucking gate.
Watch her do her curtsy thing. I love this lady. This is like the funniest part of this whole fucking movie. Look at her. Like, I kind of want to hug her. At the same time, I'm just like, oh no.
You know damn well if you pull over to the side, there'd be cookies like right there for you.
Yeah.
You should have cookies like ready for you.
Shit.
These nice Chinamen. This is where this guy failed. He should have just popped Bond in the head, but we don't want to
I
argue
love
it.
that
Oh!
buddy. Oh my god.
He should have went GTA style and hit those people.
I think he was trying to, but the green screen.
Oh, then like grandma with the fucking.
Look at her. Ready? I'd have hit this chick. I'd have ran her ass right over.
Ooh. Ooh. He's going back to that whole area. That's weird. He's going back to the same area over and over again.
They just filmed this at Pinewood Studios.
Yeah.
The place where they filmed the movie. Like, this is just that fucking studio. Ah, they got one stuck under the chassis.
Fucking sped up and shit.
But that looked cool, I thought.
Well, I mean, like, you can do it at certain points. It'll look fine. It's just that you got to do it sparingly and actually figure out how the fuck you're gonna do it.
For a car chase that's essentially just down a couple of alleys, this is well edited together.
Tom only had a couple alleys, so it's fine.
This is Peter Hunt's the editor. He went on to direct arguably the best movie.
Oh shit! Right into the building. God damn.
Tires screech.
Jeez.
Hey, there's a Volkswagen Beetle.
That car got really fucking close to the camera.
Yeah, it looked like it hit it.
The camera guy's like, ah!
Shit, mate! Could have knocked me head off clean. Odd job and a
It's
shit-eating
so
grin. Wow, that was
Is
terrible.
this the
speed up.
scene? This is the scene, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what it is.
It's been parodied many times.
God, almost to infamy.
Yeah. But it's that damn good.
I heard about this. Like, apparently underneath there was some sort of like a plasma welder, like pulling the, making the spark go all the way through, and it got really close to his balls and nearly burnt them.
Could you imagine Sean Connery not having balls? Wouldn't have affected me at all. I mean, I guess I should care about his testicular safety, but sorry, Shan. Look at that dinner jacket he's wearing.
That's what Helmet dinner jacket dude. That's one pimp ass dinner jacket.
He finally outdid James Bond.
I love the like 1960s sci-fi bullshit laser they have. It's so ridiculous. It is such overkill, but I fucking love it.
Oh yeah, that's what makes these movies stand up.
Dude, I mean, yeah, it is such overkill, but it fucking works, man.
Maybe your last.
What you did now?
I expect you to die.
I apologize for being quiet. I had to buy something real quick. There was a James Bond album I didn't own. And it just came out, so I had to order it.
Well, don't feel bad. I bought the soundtrack to The Room.
Did you really?
Yeah, I really did.
I need a copy. I need a copy, please.
Don't worry.
You are my rose. 008. 008 gets killed in Octopussy. Or is that 009? They talk about 009 quite a bit. There's multiple 009s. See,
Well, if one goes down, they have to replace him with a new one.
no, I understand, but they just reuse that number. They never talk about like 001, 2. I think there's a 003.
I'm surprised like there was never like the ultra like the ultra like somebody's better than Bond is like 000 or something, Agent 000, who's just like the best of the best kind of thing.
008 is named Bill. From Ian Fleming's book in the novel Moonraker, 008 is Bill. And he got hurt, and he was recuperating after a mission behind the Iron Curtain. It's funny to read the Ian Fleming books and see how simple they are compared to these movies in many ways. This book, I read this book once. It's... the movie's better. It gets weird. Like, Goldfinger has Bond to his house for dinner, I think? And, like, Bond is, like, sneaking around, and it talks about the food and shit.
Why would you shoot him that close with a dart? Why did you have to get that close?
Dramatic effect.
So he doesn't miss. Maybe he's got like really bad vision.
Maybe he's got rickets.
Nickety Ricketts?
Rickety rickets.
Well, we all know who 006 is.
Yeah.
Janus.
Here we go. According to the Wikipedia page, real quick,
Pushing
in
it all.
Goldfinger, M threatens to replace 007 with Agent 008. His name's Bill Timothy. And then also in The Living Daylights, M again threatens to replace 007 with 008 from Hong Kong. In the movies, 008 is the only other man besides Bond who isn't killed during his job. You know what? Idris Elba can play 008, alright? If you guys want to make this Idris Elba spy movie, Idris Elba is Bill Timothy.
You
Agent
know what?
008.
You know what? I'd be cool with that. I'd be cool with that.
Oh, god damn it, my Blu-ray froze.
Oh, jeez.
Ah! Why?
No, it's okay. It's the same. Mine did the same thing. No, it didn't. I was just trying
Where
to
are
make
we
you feel
at?
better.
In terms of time, where you
Pussy
guys
Galore is fine with him.
I'm at the 55 minute and 52 second mark, and it keeps freezing on me.
That's weird.
Just
Yeah, I'm gonna try to jump ahead a chapter. What the fuck?
Pussy Galore.
Is this really not okay? I'm at the 56 minute marker. You guys tell me when you're there.
I'm there.
At 56:38. You close to that? She's talking on the microphone.
Hold on.
I'm at 55:54.
Just pause it to where she's on the microphone, and we'll tell you when that happens.
Yeah, that's where I already have.
Okay, let's see.
We'll be landing in Baltimore is the word she's saying, even though I accidentally read that as we'll be landing in the Batmobile. completely wrong. So she's a lesbian.
Is she really?
And yeah, she's supposed to be a lesbian, and Bond like fucks her straight.
And fucked her to his side, apparently. Jeez.
He appeals to her maternal instincts. His words, not mine.
Oh God. Hold on.
Is she on the mic yet?
Hold on. Right now.
Okay, cool. There we go. He's drinking out of a brandy glass.
Yep, that's it.
Wine. Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't know why this Blu-ray doesn't want to fucking work for me.
Check for scratches, man. That's all I can say.
Oh, her name's
it
Melee.
Yeah. My Blu-ray knows that I talk shit about this movie, so it says, fuck you, Jeff. We are the best James Bond movie. Wait, is that Jägermeister in the back? No, that's Gordon's. Never mind. Power of Blu-ray, I can read it.
But no, I mean, yeah, Idris Elba, in a Bond movie, I think that's a fair compromise where he's 008 and they're like on a mission together, or they meet up, or halfway through the movie they're both there, something along those lines.
That would be interesting. Just like you think it's all Idris Elba, and then James Bond really. I don't want this at all. I just want more James Bond movies. I'm just saying, if the world ends if we don't make an Idris Elba spy movie, he's Agent 008 Bill Timothy.
Well, that's the thing is, like, I would have him come through like halfway through, or be in the beginning, or somehow helping him. Just something like that. I wouldn't have him in like the whole thing.
Yeah. Instead of Felix Leiter, Bill Timothy.
No, man, I still like Bond and Felix. I still want more.
I do too.
I still want more Bond and Felix because they're barely like their interactions are very like minimal in all those movies put together. So I would love like a whole like Bond and Felix kind of romp.
So when the numbers go up, they still say like 0012. Isn't that a weird?
What? That's weird. Yeah, I would think it would stop at 009. Like that would be it.
Nope, there's a 0012. His name is Sam Johnson.
It's weird.
He appears in The World Is Not Enough novelization.
Yeah, that's weird. 0012, whatever.
Yeah, it should just be 012.
There's also a 0013. It's a woman.
Of course it is.
She was a double agent for China.
There's
the suit that doll I want to buy comes up. 0666?
Wait a second, that's too many numbers.
They never call you up. They're like, sorry, dude, we've only made it 0055. You got quite a while to wait.
I still paid, right?
No, you pay us at this point. You can keep your license to kill, okay?
Oh, that works for me.
I wonder if Goldfinger told Pussy Galore she had to wear this gold vest.
Well, the inside of the plane's like gold as well, so I assume he wants, everything gold.
Do you think he gets pegged by a gold strap-on?
Goldfinger?
I was thinking whenever he picks up chicks, he's like, you want to know why they called me Goldfinger?
Yeah. He can't get a boner, but he will finger you till you come like you can't believe.
Right. Goldfinger.
Gushing.
I've been to the White House. I don't know where that office would be. Like, in terms of, like...
It's on...
You know what I mean?
It's on the south side. The southeastern side.
I've been to, but I've been to the
Obama
front and the
tore it
back.
down. Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, Felix Leiter's out of a job, you son of a bitch.
How dare you? It's the only job he had.
Fucking Obama.
He had to keep Bond alive.
Why? Why, Lisa? Why?
Zigalore's
Sorry,
flying circus. One hell of a sign.
Hey, before Monty Python had a flying circus, Pussy Galore had one.
Yeah.
Auric Enterprises Incorporated. God damn it, it froze again.
What?
You know what? You keep watching this movie and you talk about the film. I think I got an ace in the hole here.
Okay.
So,
I didn't know we were.
so talk about what's going on screen.
Well,
We
right
can't.
now they're getting out of the plane.
Yeah. Pussy's coming
And
out
my
of the
PlayStation
plane.
just turned off. What? Oh fuck. Sorry, folks, but all of a sudden my
Yeah.
PlayStation's gone full retard. Like, it turned off on itself and it won't turn back on. It's like, huh. Checking the system storage status. Please do not turn off PS4. After checks completed, PS4 will restart automatically. It's stuck on 26%.
Pussy
What the
Galore.
fuck happened?
Her flying circus. They're circusing.
Instead of scissoring.
Ooh, that's a cool looking station wagon.
That's a shaggin' wagon.
Question, who has a cooler
Alright.
station wagon? Dr. Loomis with Michael Myers or,
Dude, this one's like fire engine red with wood paneling. It's pretty sweet.
It's like the family.
I love the-
It's like the family truckster.
Pay attention to the
Yeah.
music that plays when Goldfinger appears on his farm. It's like...
Yeah, we just established it there in Kentucky, which is just yeah. These are really odd stunt planes.
Yeah.
Watch the guys flying them. They have mustaches and they wear women's wigs.
I don't doubt that at all.
I mean, women are terrible drivers. I would hate to see what they're like if they're flying planes. They're on their phones, just checking their makeup and doing their shit while they're trying to fly. Mm.
Thanks, Kendo.
Dude, one time I had to take a flight and I got walking on the thing, and you know how like the people greet you and stuff,
Yeah.
and it was the lady pilot, and she's like, "Welcome aboard. I'm captain whatever," and I stopped. I was like, and then this guy walked in. He's like, "Hi, I'm captain whatever." I was like, "Oh, okay, we're good."
As long as there's a strong man behind her, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a sexist or anything like that, but I'm sorry. Like the idea, every time I've ever been in like a near accident in a car, it's always been with a female driver. So I just assume that where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a pattern there.
Oh. You're just being safe at that point.
Yeah,
It's not sexism.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you had experiences where,
I mean, I'm not saying women can't fly planes, and I'm not saying I wouldn't fly on a plane that a woman was flying. I just felt better knowing there was at least a dude in the cockpit with her. Because at least while she's doing her makeup and filing her nails while she's supposed to be flying the plane, the guy can take over because he's not going to be like, doing anything dumb. Fun fact, though, did you know pilots are served different meals? Like they don't both eat the same thing.
yeah. I've heard about this. They're like if there are two different meals on the flight, they're fed two different meals in case one of them is like toxic or poison, so that in case one of them goes down, there's the other one there to fly.
That's right. Unless there's a bunch of Arabs on the plane, then it doesn't matter because they're going to take the pilots out anyway.
Hey, give me a timestamp.
Probably Kenneth's better.
He's sitting there.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
on Hulu now.
There's a Kentucky Fried Chicken in the background.
Okay.
105, 106 in that area.
Alright, cool. I'm at the gangsters now.
Oh wow, you're really far ahead.
That's 105.
Okay. What's the exact scene?
I just hit 105 now, and they're playing pool.
Okay, that's where I am now.
Yeah, probably just go ahead and push play then.
That's a really nice, cool area to hang out in. I need a place like that.
It doesn't exist, but I agree.
You got this bitchin' ass looking fireplace thing in the middle, a pool table, this huge ass bar.
Dude, yeah, no, the whole room is massive, dude. The whole room is massive.
$1 million. Oh, you want $1 million?
I could do without the suit dummies hanging out, but $1 million.
God, these guys are all stereotypical.
Oh yeah.
That guy looks like Norm Macdonald's dad.
It's finger licking good.
Hey, we've come full circle. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
The Bank of Gold member.
I hate that movie so much.
Yeah, I didn't. I enjoyed the first one. The second one was all right. The third one was just like, all right, this is just too silly.
I think the second one's the best one because it was just so perfect. And then Goldmember.
The Spy Who Shagged Me.
I'd
Great
say
title.
that the James Bond, or not James Bond, Austin Powers is the best James Bond parody.
Easily. We need a huge map that we can point out things with a pool cue.
You're not wrong. I mean, you have Camp Kendo. You can make these things happen.
Yeah, I guess I could buy a giant one to put on the wall.
Is he wearing stirrup pants?
Probably.
Maybe it's a riding hat.
It's like, hey, you want to dress like Goldfinger? Dress in the ugliest fucking clothing you can imagine. And make it gold.
Also,
he's rich as fuck. He can dress however he wants.
Okay, you just showed them a map. Now showing them like a fucking model.
It's all about the presentation, bro.
How many more visual fucking things do you need?
That floor is so cool.
You need a 3D imagery so you can set up and point out where people are supposed to be because, you got to see it from two different views.
That lighting fixture from the roof is so elaborate.
It's studio lighting is basically what it is.
No, the one that actually came out of the ceiling, it showed it drop down.
Yeah.
Imagine those Asian dudes he hired to sit and make me a 2-scale map of the area where Fort Knox is. Or imagine Goldfinger sitting in his fucking golden underwear building a model. Bring me more photos. It's like Batman 89.
Be ready, 15 minutes. Mr. Goldfinger.
That guy has no personality.
None.
Look at his haircut. Of course he has no personality.
I think Bond was making fun of him there, calling him a short Asian.
Nah, James Bond is a little more tact when it comes to his racism.
Yeah, he hasn't made the slanty eye gesture yet.
So what I want to know is, what's the costume design? It's blue jean-looking jumpsuit and then a yellow sash. It's were we thinking, how can we make these people look so stupid?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then little
judo
slippers.
chop.
Everyone's got a fucking Luger in
Maybe
this
they're
movie.
escaped mental patients.
And they're all Asian?
Yeah, they're a billion Chinese can't all be stable.
That's true.
That's what you get for fucking up the railroad.
Ugh. Damn, that is the second dude he's kicked across the face.
That's his move now.
Yeah.
New training from MI6.
Don't use your move too much, Bond. The crowd will lose interest in you.
Just kick him in the face really hard.
Man, the design by Ken Adam here is just so well done. Like every set in this movie really looks awesome. Even the not so important stuff is awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, see, the problem, the problem with this is that even if he does get into the bank, how do you extract that much gold out of the bank?
But you don't, remember? He wants to irradiate it, so it makes his value of gold go up.
Oh, true. Yeah.
It's quite brilliant. And those are James Bond's words, not mine. They contain Delta 9. Oh, never mind. What is Delta 9? Well, give us a second, and the plot will explain it. I apologize.
Bullion Boulevard and Gold Vault Road. If those are real, then they're really asking to be just robbed all the time.
I don't even think there's real gold in Fort Knox. It's something else.
Yeah, nobody's been there, so we don't know anything.
I want to go just to know.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
just to know how close they were to getting it right.
Well, I remember hearing recently that some government official went in there and looked inside and said, "Yeah, the gold's still there."
Trump stole it.
That's what he uses to varnish his hair.
Oh my god! Also, I could be entirely mistaken. I don't know.
You do smoke a lot of crack cocaine, so
I'm doing it right now.
I know. That's what that is in the background, listeners.
Yep.
He's not eating; he's smoking rocks.
Yep. I smoke rock.
Like
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
That's crack rocks.
You guys ever watch
Now,
Get Smart?
Yes.
Wait, the movie or
Love
the
that
TV
show.
show?
TV show.
I love that show.
Remember Maxwell Smart and his phone?
Oh
shoot?
yeah, every time. Age 99.
Yeah, Barbara Feldon. I think she's still alive.
I think he's still alive too.
She.
No, he's dead.
Oh okay.
Oh yeah, no.
Because he was the voice of Inspector Gadget.
Mm-hmm.
I always think of him as Gadget over Maxwell Smart. I know some people would say that's blasphemous, but sorry.
Well, he was more
Go
iconic.
Gadget penis.
He was more iconic as Maxwell Smart, for me, anyways.
Oh, of course he's more iconic, but as a kid, Inspector Gadget was my favorite cartoon. Actually, still kind of is. If you didn't know she was a lesbian before, now you do.
Yep.
Go get you.
Yeah, the movies that came from that cartoon are bullshit.
Oh, I know. I saw
Yes.
the movies.
They're horrible.
I wonder how many pieces of technology that James Bond films not pioneered, but brought to light before they actually existed. You guys know what I mean?
Oh yeah, probably quite a few.
Because it'd be weird to watch these movies and think they're futuristic. Now we look at it and it's like, yes, it's dated, but like some of this shit's so, like, oh, they have screens where they can watch people and hidden cameras, closed circuit television. It's like, it's not a big deal
Nerf
anymore. It
gas.
hasn't been for like 10 years. Yeah, you can get that at your local corner store with the plutonium. That's what Doc Brown was thinking about.
Okay, this car I fucking love. This-
Oh, the old Lincoln Continental.
yeah, the Suicide Doors. This is the car I want.
I just want the trunk full of gold.
I'll take that too, man. Because what gold, they're worth like probably 10 times as much now as it was back then.
I'd shit my
Probably, yeah.
pants if I found that much gold.
I think it's like $1,200 an ounce or something. It's gone down. It used to be worth more, but it's fluctuated.
Yeah, when things go bad, the price of gold goes up quite a bit. So, it's always a good investment.
You can tell like the price of gold and silver based on the commercials you see. If it's like them like really wanting to buy your gold and silver, the prices are down. When it's the, buy gold and silver coins as an investment, the price is up.
Oh yeah,
That's how you know.
that's actually a good way to figure it out.
Oh yeah, no, those guys like artificially inflate the market. Like they'll buy it up. Like those speculators, they buy the shit out of gold and silver when it's low, and then it becomes scarce in the public because it's all held by certain people. And then that's why you see the commercials that say, we buy gold and silver. It's because they're buying it up really cheap. And then when silver hits like $30 an ounce and gold hits $1,700-$1,800 an ounce, then it's all invest in these gold and silver coins and bullion and all that other bullshit. And then after they sell it all off and everything like that, then they turn around and they try to buy it back from you in a few years when it's gone down the market. If you want to know about investments and shit, I'm your guy.
Look at that KFC. Back when it was still real chicken.
Back when it was called Kentucky
real
Fried Chicken.
There was a place called
Yeah.
Shakes and Steaks.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
More than a
Seriously.
U-Haul.
I would want to go back and pause this just to see it, check out all the things.
Fly northwest to Chicago. Oh,
Yeah,
he's making fun of the Asian guy's eyes.
He looks
Can't
like Martin
do that.
Landau.
Yeah, that's the car I want, man. Just solid black.
Well, that'll be... It's funny, our dream cars both come from this movie.
Yeah, it's and I've seen them to buy like to kind of fix up. They're not that expensive.
Because it's not a muscle car.
No, it's just kind of like a what is it? A land yacht. I think that's what they call it.
Pretty much. It was a giant boat car.
Oh yeah.
Now that Thunderbird would probably cost you a lot more fixed up.
Oh yeah.
God, the highways. I mean, I don't know when we started building the highways, but they look so new back then.
Oh, don't do it!
That's
Don't
probably-
do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Oh, fuck you!
He gonna do it.
Oh, God, that sucks. Hurts a little bit. Holy shit!
Well, I mean, the
that
box
is horrible. That thing was slipping. That thing was slipping, and it went over the cameraman. That must have been nerve wracking as hell.
I mean, you'd still be okay. You still got the main framework and everything like that, and you could still restore it. Oh, shit.
Sure, you can.
Now it's going to cost a little bit more.
And then a little bit more, and then a little bit more.
Yeah. Now
There's a little
your
bit less
frame
of it.
up.
Jeez.
I say your frame and chassis was all right there for a while.
Yeah, for about 20 seconds.
Yeah, once those hydraulics kicked in, then now you got a cube and well,
Yeah,
a
it's basically
sure.
there's the whole car. They did this in a movie called Top Secret as well, didn't they?
I've never seen Top Secret. Is that Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
With the cows?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I know I've seen the movie.
The one thing they do is like they do this to a guy and like he's in the car and the girl's trying to get information from him and she keeps pushing stuff and like things keep coming on and off and stuff like that. It's just them being funny. It was pretty funny though. Ugh.
Wouldn't that destroy the suspension of that other truck?
Yeah, probably because you're carrying a whole other car in that truck.
I meant to say, like, that doesn't work.
Yeah, because it's the exact same. It's the exact same weight. It's just redistributed.
Yeah. The back end of that thing would be like weighed down really heavy. Are they having mint juleps?
Unusable. Yeah. I had one of those recently. It sucked.
What was it?
A mint julep. Then again, my cousin made it, and she didn't know what she was doing. She used mint syrup anyway.
Oh no, man! You got to muddle the leaves and lime juice.
Leave the lime juice out of it. Just muddle the leaves. And, I mean, don't use this if you're going to do the syrup. You got to make a simple syrup out of it, not the mint syrup.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
And that's real easy. You just boil water, a cup of water and a cup of sugar together to make the simple syrup. And you just muddle the leaves at the bottom, and then you pour in your simple syrup and your bourbon and stir it up.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, that's it. Still love the drinks we had in Miami, though.
Oh, mojitos?
Yeah. The mojitos, the Miami Vice, the Moscow Mule. I know there's a fourth one. It was a Caipirinha.
Glad you remember, because I was drunk.
Yeah, Caipirinha. It's a Brazilian drink.
I would relive that day over and over.
That was a good day.
They got 4 Asian guys with James Bond now. You got out once, quadruple the load.
That's what she said?
Wow, look at that guy. $15 billion. That had to be like an astronomical amount of money back then. Like, it's still a ton of money today.
Well, it would probably be
used to
4 times that now.
Well, I just meant, like, for people back then, like, the number 15 billion just seemed so insane. Like, oh, no one could ever, imagine that kind of money. And now, we got people that are worth, what, 100 billion? Isn't Jeff Bezos worth that much?
Yeah. He's the richest man in the world right now, or in the U.S. I don't know. I need to let you look it up. But yeah, he owns Amazon, and he's richest man in the world.
Not good for him, but
You'd think at that point, like you'd be able to pay like your workers like double and still be okay.
Nope, greed, motherfucker.
It's like, okay, what are you gonna you like? He looks like he's in his 50s at least. What are you gonna use $100 billion for? Like, how is
whatever the hell he wants, man?
There's got to be like a cap somewhere. It's like you can only buy this much stuff with $100 billion.
He should just, funnel half of it to me.
Oh God, even 1% to you, Jesus.
Okay, 10%. This is my lowest offer. I'd shit if that was real. I'd be like, well, I got $1 billion, Nick. What do you want to do? Or that'd be $10 billion. I can't even count. The number's so high, it's thrown me off.
Hell, man, even if you give me $10 million, you can still do a lot with that.
I would just straight up invest.
Immediately. Immediately.
I'd add on to Camp Kendo.
That'd be awesome.
Be like a massive guest house thing that I'd build on the upper part of the hill, and then I would just like take down part of my wall and build a tunnel. Or like a suspended. There'd be like a suspended walkway that goes like 15 feet to the other building.
There you go.
You're like, why don't you just get out from the front door and walk to the other one or build it to the house? But because that's where they can hang out. That way I got my own private residence and shit still. It'd be cool. Plus, if you got the suspended walkway, I can heat it and stuff like for wintertime. So
there
I
you
can
go.
walk in the cold like a peasant.
The fuck is she wearing?
I don't know, but something
I don't know,
yeah, something that can be taken off easily.
But her tits look good. Can't believe I'm saying this about her. Well, she's a woman. I don't give a shit. I just don't find Pussy Galore attractive at all.
I'd find her really attractive if she was naked in my bed.
Well, back then, not nowadays, because Honor Blackman's still alive, bro.
I'd still throw her one. Like, well, it's been a while. Fuck, let's go. Let's see about this. See if I can displace that hip.
He just wants to bang Pussy Galore. They say he did it.
Yeah. Like, I fuck Pussy Galore. And they're like, wait, you're in your 30s. Yeah. How old was she? That's not the point.
I was only 12. It'd be really dark.
Pussy Galore.
I like how he says her name, Pussy. Like he's so fascinated to say it every time on screen.
She's a lesbian. A lesbian.
Not for long. He's about to give her the hot beef injection.
Oh shit. Tube steak.
Da-da-da.
He's about to give her that spotted dick.
Mm-hmm.
Pudding?
God, I hope not.
When he put in his dick.
It's not a
somewhere.
bad dessert, especially with custard.
Colonel Custard.
I think that's Colonel Mustard.
I've heard it both ways.
Nowadays, James Bond would be like vilified in the media about being like a sexual predator. Like he's forcing this woman to have sex with him. They're literally and metaphorically going for a roll in the hay.
Here's the thing. What moral leg does she have to stand on? She's kidnapped him, held him at gunpoint. He's being held hostage.
Yeah, and also she's about to kill
Because she's a
60,000
woman. She's
people
allowed
as well.
to do these things.
Yeah, she's about to.
She's technically a terrorist.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
But she's a
I'm pretty
woman
sure
terrorist.
if the if there were real like government stakes, they would, well, first off, they wouldn't give a shit what James Bond did. Secondly, if they were all like held up in trial, they'd be like, well, maybe Bond did force himself on her, but she was a terrorist, and well, you know, we're gonna send her to jail forever. James Bond maybe gets like a slap on the wrist.
Not even that. He gets a really like hefty fine.
It's like,
I know,
Bond, you're
man.
gonna have to trade in your gold cufflinks. Shit.
Dude, today's America, like those guys that were like mistreating those terrorists in Guantanamo Bay got sent to Leavenworth.
Oh my god.
And they didn't rape any of them, probably. The whole world's fucked up.
It's more like it would rock my way. More like Welcome to Sid's.
Good night, baby, or whatever she says. Rockabye, baby. God, those hairdos.
Gotta love him, man. Gotta love him.
Here's the
This
thing.
is a cool spectacle. What?
So this is Fort Knox, right? This is like a
Correct.
very highly guarded American thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that they would allow planes just to like freely fly over.
They did. You just saw the name General Ruchon. He's the reason why that all worked out. He's in the movie,
You know,
too.
they were-
He's in a
You would
couple of
think
them.
they'd been like, hey, There's planes flying at us, and they're breaching our perimeter. Scramble.
Oh no, they wouldn't even get that far, dude. Like they'd see them coming in and be like, "Oh nope, shoot them down now."
You got to remember that they've already been tipped off.
Of course they have.
So this is all a ruse.
Yeah.
I think these guys were offered like a beer and $10 to be in the movie or something. Hey, there's a black guy in this movie finally. Like I care.
Plus, wouldn't the gas like affect the pilots? I understand they're dispersing it behind them and stuff, but if it's that potent, they're not in a pressurized cabin.
That's very true. But I think they're flying fast enough to the point where it wouldn't bother them. Maybe the ones behind them will get it, but even then that's.
I was gonna say, if it's working that quick, you would think as soon as the person leading the squad started dumping their gas, the ones behind them would be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, that might be the. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell, man. The guy has his gas mask on and his hat.
Impersonating military personnel. It's a no-no.
Oh my god! Did you hear about what happened during Black Friday? People were selling Walmart vests.
Really?
Yeah, they said you could put the Walmart vest on, go and get your stuff and leave without paying for it. You just say, "Oh, I work for Walmart," then you just like walk out the door because they're not going to say shit to you.
Wait, those cars have a wreck?
I think so. I think that was the idea.
That's a very poorly conceived accident.
Yeah, there's no fire or anything.
Yeah, the cars didn't explode. What is this? There's no consistency in this fucking movie.
How did that happen? How did that fucking car happen?
No blood, no mangled bodies. There's a truck that's flipped over.
Like, the way those people have fallen on the truck makes no sense. Like, there's a black dude sleeping on the front tire. It's like, brother, dude, what the fuck? Oh, no, Felix.
This is why we didn't succeed in Vietnam. Our guys couldn't act right.
We were busy making James Bond movies?
Yeah. Spending time training to fight the fucking dinks. Instead, they're doing this shit.
Two giant pieces of C4, I guess.
I don't know. If that was C4, those guys wouldn't. You got to get at a really, really safe distance for C4.
Yeah, you got a point there. It's probably just basic explosives.
I'm still hung up on this dude's socks and little slippers.
Oh my god.
They'd all be deaf at this point.
Yeah, they would be entirely.
So would Bond.
Yeah. Be hard for him to build a railroad without being able to hear. Maybe that's why they started laundromats.
So they're going to be constant machine noise?
Well, they wouldn't hear the machine noise.
That's a good point. His giant dick cutting laser. He brought it out.
She wanted the big gun. I gave her the big gun. The biggest. I think this is the first movie to have a laser in it, too. Like this, like a not science fiction movie.
True.
But these movies were kind of futuristic. Like, they have technology and shit that you didn't see anywhere else. These had to be a huge spectacle back then. Like, I couldn't imagine kids going, "Wow, look at that!" Because it seems so standard by today.
Oh, yeah.
I totally want one of those army ambulances.
Those are pretty awesome.
Make a food truck out of it.
Yeah.
Call it emergency rations.
Taco triage.
Taco triage.
Be a taco van.
There you go.
I like Taco Van. It's like Coq Val, different.
Fucking MASH helicopter.
Yeah.
The 407-7s in Kentucky.
Well, no, that's the thing is like, it's fucking Goldfinger and he's in like a tiny little helicopter. It's like, wouldn't he have something nicer?
That comes after this plan. They're like, it's like us with this movie. It's like, hey, we're going to suffer, but for the sequel, we're getting takeout or something, we're moving up.
Exactly.
That's why he's stealing. That's why he's trying to like fuck with the gold values and stuff like that so he can afford a Huey.
Huey. or a Chinook.
Ooh.
They had Chinooks back in the 60s.
Yep.
He's like, I need a better helicopter. I need one of those big-ass marine helicopters that's got the dual rotors.
That's so weird that the bottom part of the vault like just goes down and becomes a walkway. That's so odd to me.
It's that beautiful Ken Adam design, though.
Yeah, man.
Do you think for a laugh that they called and was like, hey, we're filming this movie where this guy sort of robs Fort Knox. Can we film inside the vault? just to go through and say no.
Yeah,
Because they're going to.
I'm sure they asked. Well, I mean, the same thing, like, like for Independence Day, whenever they started like mentioning Area 51 and stuff like that, the government got real mad about it and told them, you shouldn't do, we would like it if you didn't do this. They did anyways, so.
Like, to be like, wait, you guys said Area 51 doesn't exist. It doesn't. So then why would you get mad about us filming about a place that doesn't exist? It's not the point, sir.
God, what a cool set. He's got a Donald Trump coat on.
Yeah, he does.
China.
You're fired, Mr. Bond. He actually kind of looks like an uglier Donald Trump. Is this filmed on a handheld camera? The shot in the elevator?
No.
That wasn't? Okay.
Hold on.
It's already passed, because I guess I'm a couple seconds behind you. It was the one where they handcuffed James Bond into
No, that wasn't handheld. All the stuff has either been Steadicam or it's been a tripod mount. That's panned over or whatever.
God, could you imagine being like tied up to a nuke? It's like, well, this is how it goes. Tied to a nuke and I'm done.
I mean, at least it's going to be pretty instant. So you got that going for you.
Yeah, but it's a nuke. That's got to be like... that's like shit, man. Actually, yeah, Goldfinger does have a gold gun. Holy shit.
See what I mean? It's still a gun.
True. But it's different than the one Christopher Lee runs around with.
Yeah, it's made of other parts and things.
But the box art for the Mount the Golden Gun did not show Christopher Lee. It just showed James Bond in a jungle.
I vaguely remember that.
What was it, the VHS box art?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It should be the same as what's on your DVD.
I'll look at it here in a second. He's just bumping the nuke around everywhere. He's like, I need to get the key, man.
Well, it's stable
Wouldn't you?
unless the reaction happens.
Oh, of course, yeah. But that only happens about 10 seconds before it's supposed to happen. Then the then the plates get primed.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could take a nuclear warhead and just like kick the shit out of it. It's not gonna do anything.
True.
I wouldn't advise it, but
Yeah, I've always heard that the course of those things are always transported by trucks around the U.S. It's kind of terrifying.
It's a deadly weapon. Just like Odd Job's hat.
I love how somebody those waxing the floor down there.
Hey, it's a government mandate, you know?
Yeah, once a week wax the floor and stare at the gold. That's your punishment.
I hate to say it, if I was Bond, I would have snuck out a bar or two. I'm like, I just saved your fucking country. I want one.
just the one. Just the one.
You're like, you guys got shitloads. You could spare one.
But they weren't.
He's like Chun-Li in Bloodsport. You can hit him with your best shot and he ain't going down. Yeah, you get blinded by the pill dust first. That's a great movie.
It is. Much better than Kickboxer.
I'm thinking commentary.
I'm thinking, I agree, 2018.
Kumite. See, that's what this scene needs. It needs that fucking music playing while he's fighting Oddjob.
It would be better than the hum that's going on right now.
Yeah, that little weird countdown thing going on.
Yeah. Fight for your life. Kumite. It'd be great. I just like how like Bond like is hitting him with this shit and he just like smiles at him like, heh.
Bond's like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck do I gotta do? Look at him like cranking his arm, he's just smiling at him. What are you doing? That's like when people try to fight me, I'm just like, So they don't.
Throw his hat at him.
I was about to.
Chun-Li.
Because the only thing he's afraid of is his hat.
I love that little jingle that plays every time Oddjob appears.
That was reversed.
The shot.
Yeah.
Ended.
Yeah, because he like they put the hat was sitting there and they pulled it off and then he looked the other way and they reversed it in post.
Well, that settles that debate. Oddjob can die by electrocution. Give him the chair.
Damn.
Bond just did. Harold Sakata burnt himself on this because he was in pain when he did that.
He got electrocuted.
The director said, "Why didn't you why didn't you stop?" He's like, "Because you didn't call cut." So,
Jeez. So,
he was
how bad was it? Did they say?
I don't know. It didn't say. It just said,
Third degree, 98% of his body.
It didn't look like it was that bad. It didn't look like it was that bad. Oh shit!
You see him in other movies, but he's
oh shit! And then one guy gets squashed. Oh shit! Giant ball door right to the chest. I hate when that happens.
Mr. Goldfinger.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Pound that thing harder. Pound it like it's pussy galore.
Pusher.
I like how dudes that are on balconies, whenever they get shot, they always fall off of it.
They always like do it like a real nice dive bomb.
Yep. Just always get shot. Fall forward over the rail. Cut the blue wire.
Don't cut. They're all blue.
Cut all the wires. Every wire. Cut every.
The whole thing's made of wires. What do I got?
Cut them all. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, Kendo.
It goes off. It was going to go off anyway.
I love this part right here. This random dude that turns it off with the 007.
What did he touch?
The clitoris. Guy looks like FDR, kind
Yeah,
of.
it does.
I wonder if he has polio.
I hope not.
Oh, good. He gets to go meet Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Oh yeah, shit. JFK was just shot a year and a half ago at this time, so there's
Have
still
fun.
blood on the ground in Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Have fun dealing with President Johnson, James.
He'll whip his dick out for him at dinner.
Yeah,
I
make
think
your
I
douchebag.
think that's what he actually did.
Yeah, he was known to do that weird shit.
Yeah, he was known to fucking pull it out and flaunt it to people.
I'd just be like, "Are you gay or something, dude?"
You gay, bro?
That's my Nixon's favorite president.
Yeah, dude, that golden revolver.
Now you see why I was confused as a
I
child.
understand entirely, man. Actually, I'm noticing it's golden. He has golden gun for the first time. Actually, now.
Gotta understand, this was like Star Wars for a while. I would rent this movie every weekend. And I knew there were other Bond movies, but I never wanted to take the plunge. I just kept wanting to watch this one. And eventually I did. I jumped to some Roger Moore ones after this. I don't know why. And I do remember waiting for the Pierce Brosnan ones to come out in theaters.
Oh yeah.
When we get to The World Is Not Enough, I'll get to talk about, that being the first one I ever saw in theaters and shit.
Nice.
That is
That CG is amazing. Oh, there he goes.
The non-computer
Oh
CG.
yeah, dude, it was glorious.
I don't think that would happen.
What?
Getting sucked out the window like that.
No, I mean even then it's really small, like plane. Not a lot would get sucked out.
Yeah.
I love how awkward it looks when he was flying towards the thing. This would make me the worst double O agent. It wouldn't matter. I wouldn't have saved the pilot. I would have just found the parachute and jumped out and be like, sorry, bitch.
Yeah. Be like, you weren't that great. I'm out of here.
That wasn't that bad. That was actually kind of good.
What, where it hits the water?
Yeah. That wasn't like they put a little bit of work into that. They looked pretty good.
This movie just has such quick cuts. Like, there's something big happens. Oh, it's over.
Yeah, that's true. They don't do
This is a weird way to end the film.
Yeah, they don't do any crossfade or anything. Oh wait, that looks like where he was in the boat in Russia with Love in the beginning from Russia with Love.
Do, 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 do.
Saves the day, bangs the chick. What a life.
This felt
I
pretty
know.
fast actually.
Yeah, I can't believe it's already over.
1 hour 50.
The earlier Bond movies, these early Bond movies aren't that long. So,
Well, what is it? Dr. No was 150. Actually, no, they've all been about the same time. They've all been about 150.
yeah. I can't believe I had to go to Hulu to finish this. My Blu-ray had a fingerprint on it.
God, that sucks, man.
Tosh Togo, Harold Sakata. Maybe he's not.
That guy's name's Alf Joint.
Yeah, that was the stuntman. Capungo.
Sounds like a type of like weed you could get. Be like, yeah, dude, can I get one of them Alf joints? You know, you smoke it, it makes you want to eat cats and like go to outer space.
Eat pussy and fly high.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, bruh. He loves gold. What a weird way to cut the credits.
Yeah.
It just ended.
Yep, it just ended.
Well, folks, that was our third of 24... Wait, no, stop, Hulu. That was our third of 24 James Bond commentaries here on World Class Bullshitters. We'll be back next month with Thunderball, and I'll make sure Dion's available because that's his favorite Bond film. Of all the Bond films, Thunderball's it for him. Yeah, it's a little long in the tooth, but whatever. I enjoy it.
We're gonna have a ball.
It's got the hottest Bond women. My favorite rack is in that film.
What is Thunderball about again?
Nukes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I was trying to come up with a sex joke, but then I was like, no, nukes. Nukes and accidental pussy slips and stuff like that. Yeah. There's one at the end of the movie.
We're gonna have to watch it real carefully then.
Oh, yeah, you need to buy a Blu-ray for that one.
I might have to invest.
Yeah, Claudine Auger is pretty hot, so you definitely want to see her butthole. But, folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a patron. If you are listening to this first, it's because you're a patron, so we thank you. And if you're over on YouTube and you're hearing this on the 007th of every month, we also thank you for taking the time to listen to this, but we also would like you to consider joining over on Patreon. Besides getting early access to this, you'll get all kinds of exclusive, fun content. You'll be able to interact with us on a much more personal level, and you'll help the channel grow and greatly appreciate it. So, Nick, Kendo, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you guys give this movie?
I mean, so far from what we've seen, I'd give it about a 6. It's not my favorite, but I still really like it. It is really good. The story, the plot is, I mean, the villain plots actually make sense. And some of them are just like, oh, we're going to destroy the world by doing this or doing that. It's like, no, you have a really solid idea here, but you fucked up. So I enjoyed it.
Is that an 8, Kendo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with 8 too. It's the most important 007 flick. It's a good, solid movie. I think I have seen it so many times that I don't care anymore. It's so cliched at this point. It's just, is trite the right word?
No, not trite.
It's one I don't need to watch anymore. Put it like that. The other ones, well, not all the other ones. There are ones that I don't enjoy. You Only Live Twice is a terrible film. We'll get to it in a few months. It's fucking terrible. Like, that's the first bad James Bond movie in my mind. But I'll go with Kendo's 8. It changed the franchise. It gave us everything that we needed James Bond to be, and without it, we wouldn't be talking about Bond movies the way we are now. So, thank you, Guy Hamilton, and everyone involved with the flick, even though you're mostly dead. Alright, folks, well, that's it for this month. We'll be back next month with Thunderball, the fourth James Bond movie.